We are in Arizona for the Super Bowl, and joining us is fantasy football royalty, San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Deebo Samuel. Deebo, thanks for coming here, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
We appreciate you, and we appreciate Sleep Number for making you available to us. So we're a fantasy football show. Do you play fantasy football? Have you ever played it before?
I have never. A couple of my teammates play it, though.
Now, here's my question. So the teammates that play, which one of them drafts you? Do they come up to you and like, Deebo, listen, I need some points this week?
Nah, they know not to come to me about talk about fantasy points, man.
Well, do you know who on your team actually had you on their roster?
I do
Okay,
not.
Probably best.
I don't think we talk too much about that in the locker room.
Well, listen, you're playing real football, so you don't need to. So, one last question then off of that, though. How often does it come up when fans come up to you and they want pictures, talk? How many times is it somebody that's a Niners fan versus somebody that's like, hey man, you helped me win my fantasy league?
It's kind of a mixture of both, honestly. A lot of people do come up and like, hey man, you just won me my fantasy, and I'm like, a couple people came up to me this year. I'm like, how did I just win you your fantasy? You know?
Yeah.
You listen, when you were healthy, you were still very, very good this year.
Yeah, I think obviously Deebo, one of the things that makes you maybe the most unique skill position player in the league is your ability to rush the ball in addition to obviously play as a receiver. Is it more fun scoring a rushing touchdown or as a pass catcher?
I mean, it's just fun scoring a touchdown, period, in general. It don't matter if you're catching it or running it. But if I had to choose one, I'd probably do receiving touchdown. Yeah, it's more fun, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right, so you mentioned receiving touchdowns. Tell me the difference between Brock Purdy, catching a pass from Brock Purdy, and Trey Lance.
It's kind of hard to say.
Or just talk to me about, I guess, the difference. You know, they're obviously different style quarterbacks. Talk to me about being on the field with both those guys and how you break down their skills.
We just start with Trey. He's a very big quarterback, physical, fast, and kind of dual threat type of guy, and got a real big arm.
Yeah.
So he put the fear in defenses that he's able to run the ball as well. And kind of reflecting the Purdy, he's just very decisive and really a pocket passer quarterback. So it's kind of like, you know, you get the best of both worlds with both of those guys.
Yep. Deebo, I know you battled some injuries this past season, but towards the end of the year, you looked 100%, completely dominated Seattle in the playoffs. How did you feel towards the end of the year, and what are your expectations heading into the offseason?
Coming back from that MCL sprain and ankle sprain, you know, it kind of took time. And I'm talking to Cal and John, I wasn't going to go back there until I felt like I was 100%. And due to how well we was doing in the rehab process, we was able to come back a little bit faster than what people expected. And then, you know, once I'm out there, I ain't thinking about nothing but winning games and doing whatever it takes to help the team win.
You know, one of the things that's so impressive about you as a player, and what's weird, like, you're so great after the catch, but the weird thing is, so are all the 49ers. So is George Kittle. So is Brandon Ayuk. McCaffrey comes into the team, and he's great after the catch. Is that something that you guys work on in practice? Talk to me about the 49ers and your offensive scheme in terms of trying to get guys into that situation.
I don't think it's more so things that we work on. That's something you can't teach. I mean, it got to be in you for you to do it. You can't teach anybody how to run the ball. I mean, if it's in you, it's in you. If you got it, you got it. I just think it's more so of the culture. If you see one guy do it, you know, and it's just going down the line, it's like, all right, here come Kittle come breaking the tackle. You throw Brandon in the screen, he's breaking tackles. It's just the culture of the Niners that John and Cal has done a great job of building.
And to that point, it does seem like you guys on both sides of the ball are such a physical team. Is that something that is a point of pride for you guys?
Yeah, we pride ourselves on that real big. I mean, going against the #1 defense in camp all until we get ready to play, it just builds character. It helps the defense, it helps the offense, and that's why we play so well.
Now, everyone always talks about Kyle Shanahan. It's kind of like an offensive genius. What is it that makes Kyle Shanahan's offense so unique?
It's just so crazy. I can kind of reflect on my rookie year when I first, you know, got there and trying to learn the playbook. I'm just like, yo, this is ridiculous. And it kind of took a while because going back to my rookie year, I didn't start playing well until like week 8, week 9. So it just show you how much detailed and how much verbiage and all the knowledge you need to know before you can start actually moving pretty well through his offense. But just kind of reflect on what you said. I mean, it's just crazy. I wouldn't even say we installed a million plays. It's just the different formations and putting other players in different positions where anybody can run the same route. So it's not more so like a variety of plays, which it is week in and week out, but it's a lump sum of the formations as well.
Is that, I'm curious about that. So is that So do all you guys basically practice all the different positions where you'll be like, okay, all right, this play you go be the X, and then the other one you go be the Y or whatever? Do you guys just switch that around? Okay.
Yeah, the Z is the Z.
Yeah.
I'm always the Z. Brandon's always the X. Kittle's always the Y. Yeah. I mean, the F is in 11 personnel is Juwan Jennings or Juice.
Right.
Different formations, like I just said, can put anybody in a position, but your position is not changing. Where you line up will change, but your position is not changing.
Yep, that makes sense. Now, obviously, there's so many big-name superstars on the Niners between yourself, you, Kittle, McCaffrey. Is there someone kind of under the radar that people should look out for next year? Maybe a younger guy that you think can really rise up?
I'm really looking forward to see Ty Davis-Price, how he approached the offseason, how he's going to approach, this coming year with not having much time on the field this year. And, I mean, the team has high expectations for him. I mean, we drafted him in the 3rd round, so I'm just ready to see how he come back from this year.
Yeah, it'll be really exciting. Listen, and by the way, when you're a running back in the Kyle Shanahan system, it's pretty impressive. Let's talk a little bit about Chris McCaffrey and just and what he brought to your offense. Talk to me a little bit about what that freed you up to do and the rest of the offense once you got CMC on the team.
I mean, once we got him, you just look at our huddle. From Trent Williams down to Jimmy, Trey, Brock on down the line as well. I mean, you just look at the huddle, you like, how is this even happening? You know what I'm saying? But kind of when we got him, I feel like Cal kind of opened the playbook a little bit more. I mean, because you never know. I can go in the backfield and he can go play wide out, or we both could be back there. And, I mean, it just plays a mixture. Well, I feel like Cal did a great job of mixing stuff up, trying to get defense on their heels, on their toes, because, I mean, you just got to play everything honest at that point.
Right.
Yep, fantastic. That makes sense. Now, you're here courtesy of Sleep Number. Can you talk to us a little about why you partnered with Sleep Number and what they bring to the table? I mean,
number one thing for me is recovery. Sleep Number has the best bed out, the 360 smart bed. I mean, 80% of the league is sleeping on his bed, so it kind of like speaks for itself. If you get what I'm saying. For as like recovery, I mean, the more you sleep, the better performance you play.
There's no question about that. So we've got a big game on Sunday, and first off, listen, you can't say this. You can't say this because you've got to be, above board and, professional. I'll just say this. Look, the Niners got screwed. The Niners got screwed against the Eagles. I didn't think the officiating was all that, and obviously incredibly bad luck given the injuries to the quarterback. But having faced the Eagles now, and I'm sure you've seen the Chiefs, I'm curious how you think this game plays out on Sunday.
My number one thing for us, the Chiefs, I mean, if you can protect, you got a chance. If you can't protect Patrick Mahomes, it's going to be a long day out there. I'm going to take the Eagles on this one because they just beat us for sure. But I'm more so a fan of A.J. Brown. It's like, what I'm saying, just to see how he approached the game and how hard he works and just the relationship we've built from the past 4 or 5 years of knowing him. I mean, I just want to see him get one.
Yeah, it'll be great. Listen, he's a great player. He's had an amazing season. It's going to be a great game on Sunday as well. And listen, if you have to lose, at least let the team that beat you win the whole thing, right?
Yeah, man.
There you go. Well, listen, Deebo, continued success on the field. We wish you well. Thank you to Sleep Number for bringing you here. It's been a lot of fun to watch you in the NFL, and we know you're going to have a bunch of great seasons for the Niners and for fantasy managers for the rest of your career. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBC Sports and RotoWorld.com. Just want to thank you so much for watching what you just watched, or at least being too lazy to click out of it after the autoplay just kept it going. So either way, thank you so much for just letting it scroll by your screen. And now I'd like to ask you respectfully, please subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel for the latest NFL news, fantasy headlines from RotoWorld, and betting analysis from NBC Sports Edge.